the Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me? Rich Trapper. The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
Studio, Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. We back in the thing, like, cook, cracking this thing, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more. That's good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use, knowledge though you can't get in nobody's college though. Make sure I get into that if you ain't got into that. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Get into this newest sponsorship, man. Free the Trappers, Crenshaw King, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, get into whatever they got going on, man. Because on Crenshaw King, you can go get you some of that good Free the Trappers, man. And Free the Trappers, I'm trying to, this is my backpack, man. It's deep in here, it's deep in here, it's deep in here, it's deep in here. Where's my little orange at? They got some good sativa, man. It's called La Orange. I like that. La Orange. It's French. It's from France. You feel me? La Orange and all that. But either way it go, man. Get into that. It's my backpack. I can't autopilot and drive and backpack search all at once, man. So we're going to get up on the backpack search. But it's called La Orange, man. It's my favorite sativa right now. Make sure y'all tap into that. Free the Trappers got you. But they also got the Rich Trapper Trap Lottie Trap Pack. Make sure you get the Rich Trapper Trap Lottie Trap Pack. You feel me? Make sure you get into that because it is fire. 10 grams of absolute amazement. 10 grams of absolute amazement. You want to make sure you get into that. You want to make sure you get into that. You want to make sure you get into that, man. Free the Trappers, Crenshaw King. I see a few of y'all that already slid over there. Told them that I did the little woo-wop and the wooty bam and blah, blah, blah. Make sure y'all tap in. You feel me? Because, yeah, it's a good tap in. It's a good tap in. Anyway, drop a comment because the best comment between now and 50,000 subscribers will get a $500 cash Appington. And T-Rail from Back on Fig is matching my $500 with another $500, so it's $1,000 to the $50,000 mark. When a 50,000 subscriber mark, we're gonna give away $1,000, man. So it's good, chili. I'm gonna give you $500. T-Rail gonna give you $500, and that's that. You feel me? It's an easy call. It's an easy call. It's an easy call how we ball on y'all. Never fall on y'all. You feel me? Yeah, feel me? If you want to get some marketing, advertising, promotion through TNN Trap News Network, make sure you hit me up on Instagram, Trap News Network, TRAPNEWSNETWORX, Trap News Network. Get into that if you ain't got into that. And my newest single, How Little You Care, the video just came out this morning. Drop into that. You ain't dropped into that. Jump into that. If you ain't jump into that, drop into it. Jump into it. Just get into it, man. Make sure y'all check it out. How Little You Care is the newest single. It's out now, man. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and you subscribe. Man, so we got it's saying WACK got ambushed by prosecutors at the Keefe D trial. You feel me? For those of y'all who don't know, WACK is attempting to bond out Keefe D. They're saying that that's the man who 187 Tupac. They're saying that WACK is attempting to bond him out, and things ain't looking that great for WACK in that situation. You feel me? So we finna jump into this content without no further do's or don'ts, man. Let me see. It says the 2-minute marks where we watch. Boom, we there. We finna jump into it without no content, without further do's or don'ts, man. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Devastated the hip-hop community, the 1996 murder of Tupac Shakur. But despite getting the money to afford his bail, it doesn't guarantee Davis will be released from jail. With Davis months away from his murder trial, in a recent bail hearing, the topic of where the bail money came from sparked some courtroom drama, as the defense called a single witness to testify before the judge, a man named Cash Jones, aka music producer WACK 100, who helped provide the money needed to bail out Keefe D.
Mr. Jones, what was the amount that you paid for the bail bond premium in this case?
$112,000. It was 15% of whatever the 750 was.
Okay,
$112,000 and some odd dollars.
And $500, is that correct?
$112,500, yes sir, yes sir.
And you paid that out of your business?
Yes sir.
And what's your business name, sir?
100 Entertainment.
And you're the sole owner of that business, is that correct?
Yes sir.
And that business is a business license to do business in the state of Nevada.
Yes, sir.
And how long have you had that business?
Roughly 8 years, maybe.
And again, you used the proceeds from that business and you provided us with the documents showing that those amounts were taken from your business account. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
How do you know Mr. Davis, sir?
I know him through passing. I know his son. I know him. We sat down, we talked a few times. In general, you know, about personal things. He was having this bout with cancer, and you know, personal things, industry stuff. You know, just regular conversation. He's always been a monumental guy in our community. Conversation. So you know, and I've helped several people in our community. Whether it was funerals, whether it was for bail. In this situation, I know his cancer has been, I don't know if it's come out of remission or within speaking with his son. I know he's having an issue in there, so I let the help in hand.
But when it came time for the state to question Jones on his motives for posting bail for the former gang member, prosecutors believed Jones to be a middleman, only agreeing to post the bail in exchange for a TV series about Davis's life.
So yeah, you'll post this, and we'll let you on the streets, but you got to give WACK your life rights. Got it. And the judge is like, I'm not tripping off entertainment. I'm tripping off justice. So if you're trying to put this man on the streets and bail him out so he can bust a flu flam so you can get some money, I don't think I might care about that. The judge probably not going to be in for that one.
All right, and so the other thing you say in the letter that Mr. Arnold provided to us is that the money is a gift and Mr. Davis is not obligated to repay. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Do you have any contract between you and Mr. Davis?
No, not as of yet.
Okay. Do you have any financial agreement with Mr. Davis?
Not as of yet.
Do you have any financial agreement with his son?
No, I don't. I want for him to come work for me. That's what he want to do, to try to get him out the streets.
Now,
so they trying to see, like, what's your motive to want to spend this exorbitant amount of money to get this man out? What are you getting out of it? Are you doing this out of the kindness of your heart? Or is there a business play that could be a little bit of a flu flam afoot? They think it's a flu flam afoot for sure.
So, are there any stipulations that you have with Mr. Davis in order to put up this money for him?
Well, my stipulation with the bail bond, but I definitely want him to be on house arrest to protect myself.
Now, have you ever said you are thinking about getting Mr. Davis out with the stipulation that you do a series with him?
We've had talks and conversations just about what would be a series, as a the VMF series, and just in question, in general conversation, talking about his life story. But I'm not in TV land, I'm in music. I don't do TV.
Okay.
I've never done a television show or any of that. I do music streaming, diapers, stuff like that.
Okay, so I just want to be very clear about this. Have you ever stated that you planned on getting Mr. Davis out as long as he did a stipulation with you to do a television series with you?
No, I have said this story would be a very interesting story. As if Orlando Anderson's story would be a very interesting story. As if the BMS story, as if my story. We talk about it, everybody talks about it, but again, that's not my lane. If that's what he chooses to do, then that's what he chooses to do. That's not what I do.
If someone were to say that the money provided here to bail Mr. Davis out is not from you, would that be the truth or a lie?
Be a lie.
Okay. If someone,
so they trying to figure out. They saying, WACK, you ain't put this money up. Who put this money up for real? And who's really trying to be accountable for this? Because this is a flu flam. They don't believe that this is WACK's money. They believe it's somebody else's money, and there's a quiet partner, and WACK's just a face of.
What's your name?
Yeah.
Saying I'm not the one providing the funds?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a lie.
If someone said you are being used as a front, would that be the truth or a lie?
That would be a lie.
If someone says you are a middleman in this transaction, would that be a truth or a lie?
That would be a lie.
If somebody said that there's a movie company putting up the money for you, would that be the truth or a lie?
What company?
A movie company.
No, that would be a lie.
Okay. So your testimony is you're not a middleman.
I'm not a what?
A middleman.
No, I have no contracts with any movie companies. I've never had a contract with a moving company. I've never done television. It's not my thing. I'm actually moving out of entertainment into the diaper business. I have a company called Incredible Diapers. I have contracts in Congo, Nigeria, Amazon, Walmart, and whatever. So I'm really moving away from entertainment. These are things I can provide documents, MOUs, contracts for.
No, and I appreciate that, Mr. Jones.
His lawyer did an interview recently and said KPD is a liar. He made up all this stuff just to make some money for people like, you know, me for interviews and to get out of a serious drug case. He was never in Las Vegas. All this is fake, and he's not connected to Tupac's murder at all. Yeah, I believe him. You believe him? Do I believe him? That's up to law enforcement. I'm not gonna say. That's up to law enforcement. Be home in the next 5 to 10 about going better now. You gonna be like KPD? Yeah, it's only 75. What is the blade are? Well, I make 750. 750, so you got to put 35. Yeah, I was thinking about going to get him, and with the stipulations that I do the series on people watching. Yeah.
Prosecutors say Jones wanting to record interviews with Davis both pre and post release would violate the judge's request for Davis not to profit from his statements on the case. Let's pause this story for a quick second to give a thank.
Okay, so basically WACK wanted to get him out with the idea of being able to do videos and blah 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 and capitalize on what he has going on as far as the situation is concerned. But the judge and the prosecution is like, well, if he get out and start talking about the case, that's putting salt on the case, how we got going on, it's active and blah blah blah. So we can't really let him out for that. If you're gonna let him out and this is what he's gonna do, we can't really let him out. But if this is the stipulations that are built around him getting out, he might just have to go ahead and kick it real quick. So I don't know. We're gonna see.
To our sponsors. If you know us at Law and Crime, you also know our stories show sometimes the world is an unpredictable place. So if you're ever hurt, it can be confusing and scary, especially if you don't know where to turn. But there's a great team to help, and that's Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. With a team of over 1,000 lawyers, there's a reason they are the biggest, and their winning proves it. Look, most of us, including myself, always have our phone on us, and with just a few click of a button, you could submit a claim and your injury could be worth millions. Insurance companies are the people. He choosing to speak during the hearing as he hopes the judge will let him out on bail as he currently is fighting cancer.
Mr. Davis, you heard the conversation between your wife and you while you're in custody?
Yes, sir.
And when did that conversation happen?
It happened, I think the day of my birthday, June 14th.
At that point, was the bond posted?
No, sir.
What was the reason that your wife came down to have that discussion with you in regards to Mr. Jones and the cash
She said,
bond?
She said, I'm not signing no papers for
And when she said that she didn't like him, who was she referring to?
Kenneth Jones. Her family has problems with it. I don't like it. She was like, that's what she said. I was just telling her to throw her off, get her off my back. I don't want to look like no wolf, her or her family,
Let me ask the question. Did you think at that time in the bond process that your wife's signature was necessary for you to be released?
Yes, sir.
And so in the effort to convince her to go ahead and get her signature, what did you tell her in regards to Mr. Jones?
I said, he don't have nobody like that to put up. It's two little people, just so she can sign a bond and leave that as is. She was saying on the sell out. They play the whole case.
Okay. Did you come to find out that you did not need her signature to enter into the bond process?
Found out just following when she came and she.
And so any conversation that you had with your wife at that time was in an effort just to get her to comply with the bond process?
That's right. I wanted to come home. So I got cancer, I just called it back. In here eating y'all processed food. You know, I had colon cancer right here. And it's now that you move to this side, how this processed food is. They don't sell no fruit. You know, it's just terrible. Fake potatoes, fake milk, fake everything. It ain't good for an ex-cancer patient. Now I got it again. They took me to the hospital. UMC on the 5th of May. They came to my cell and said, Mr. Davis, hurry up and get dressed. You need emergency service. So I went over there. They did all the CAT scans and stuff. And they referred me to my cancer doctor. So I went to see him on the 8th of May. He said, I'll get you to do a colonoscopy in a week, CAT scan in 2 weeks, PET scan in 3 weeks. They haven't came here to do nothing. I'm in a life situation, and I would say anything to save my life.
At the time of Davis's arrest nearly a year ago, authorities would call Davis a shot caller, saying he orchestrated a plan that would later be carried out. So let's go back to nearly 30 years ago to that fatal night of September 7th, 1996. Tupac and Death Row Records CEO Suge Knight were attending a Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas, Nevada. Also in attendance was Keefe D and his nephew Orlando Anderson, as well as other gang members from the Southside Crips. Anderson reportedly had conflict with members of Death Row's entourage and rival gang, the Mob Piru. As both groups were leaving the fight at the MGM Hotel, members of Death Row Records spotted Anderson and a brawl broke out. Hotel surveillance footage from that night shows Tupac repeatedly kicking and punching Anderson. Investigators say once Keefe D found out about the fight, he allegedly devised a plan for revenge. Tupac and Suge Knight were planning to head to an after party, but tragically would never make it. As Suge Knight with Tupac in the passenger seat drove down the Las Vegas Strip, they were caught at a red light. A white Cadillac pulled up next to them. Then gunfire erupted. Knight was grazed by a bullet fragment and sustained minor injuries. However, the case wasn't the same for the California Love rapper, who was shot multiple times in the drive-by. He died a week later in the hospital. While Tupac's death seemingly went unsolved for decades, investigators would trace the crime back to Keefe D, who had long been known to police as one of 4 suspects identified early in the investigation.
It has taken countless hours, really decades, of work by the men and women of our homicide section to get to where we are today. Several of those.
All right, man, we're gonna get up out to the next one. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news reviews, Dollargito. You can't get a Dollargito blog, red dot, slide it to the left. And y'all know the rest, man. This is free Avenue Angel, so he's free though. We go.